got 2 new Pops, new-ish. One's new, but the other one not so much. Now, this first one I'm honestly a little bit embarrassed about. It's not the one from the thumbnail. Definitely not the one from the thumbnail. It's the purple flocked Scooby-Doo. Now, I actually bought this off the Funko shop, hence the sticker, the weird sticker. Now, I don't know why. Now, I do understand why Funko's been putting a lot of exclusives and even commons up on their the Funko shop. I get that. It's cheaper for them. They don't have to distribute. And with everything going on right now, this is just a better way to kind of save money, is to directly sell these themselves than to sell them through other retailers. So I get that. But it doesn't piss me off a little bit that they use this one, and I'll tell you why. Now, this pop came out a long time ago, and I now remember seeing it, and I now remember wanting it. I don't know why I didn't get it. I probably didn't have the money at the time. So this one just, I guess, it wasn't really on my radar so much that it just sort of fell to the wayside a bit, and I just totally forgot about it. And so I saw this come up on Funko's website, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I had totally forgotten about it. I had totally forgotten that this was once a Box Lunch exclusive. I was like, purple Scooby-Doo, I do not have that one. And at that point, I completely forgot that it existed. So I added it to my cart, and I waited for something cooler to come up on the Funko shop so that I could just go ahead and order it all in one go. It wasn't until afterwards that I remembered that it was part of Box Lunch. And with this particular figure, along with the orange one, I did get the orange one from Box Lunch, the orange flocked one, which looked more brown than orange, but whatever. I did remember that this was one where 10 meals was donated through the purchase of this figure. I don't know if Funko's still doing that. It still has the same thing, but it doesn't have the Box Lunch anymore for it. Because Box Lunch, every time you spend $10 there, they donate a meal to Feeding America. So what I'm going to be doing now, I honestly feel a little bit bad that I bought this through Funko Shop. Because again, I totally forgot. Rather than Box Lunch. So I'm actually going to be making a personal donation to Feeding America because of that, because I do feel bad, especially now. This organization, Feeding America, definitely needs a lot of help and support. So I encourage any of you guys that if you do have some money to spare, to donate a little bit to this cause for sure, because we all know what's happening, and we all know people are being affected by it throughout the world, not just America, but throughout the world. So if you can spare a little bit to help someone out, yeah, it's your good deed for the day. It's an easy way to have a good deed for the day. So again, I totally forgot, or else I would have just ordered this straight from Box Lunch. Although it is kind of cool seeing the sticker in person. I haven't seen the special edition sticker that they use for overseas packaging. However, I do see the damage from the overseas packaging. So this corner is a little bit dinged, and this corner is a little bit ripped. But other than that, it's cool. I don't really care as long as the box isn't trash. So let's go ahead and get him out. So this one's definitely purple. The other one, like I said, it was meant to be orange. It looked like a red dirt road, honestly. It was red dirt road Scooby. So, oh, I love flocked pops. It's been a while since I had one. But anyway, so here is the purple Scooby-Doo. You can see the orange kind of collar he's got on there. It's pretty cool. So, and the San Diego Comic-Con ones would be cool to have one day. They're not on my wish list, because I'm not that big of a dreamer. I remember being really bummed, though, when those came out, the green, the blue, and the pink. I wanted those so freaking bad, and I think that's... When I first saw this, I'm like, that's not one of the SDCC. I was like, no. I kept trying to think of what this was, and it wasn't until after I ordered it that it finally clicked where I'd seen this one before. But I don't know why I didn't just freaking Google it, but whatever. This is really cool, though. I feel a little bit guilty just from where I bought it, because Funko didn't say anything about them making the donation through the purchase of this pop because of it. It's still written on the box, but I don't know. I'm just gonna make a donation just to be safe, pretty much. So the only thing not flocked on him are the collar, the nose, and the eyes. And the spots on his back, they are painted over, and on his legs, but it's not so much that you can feel them and his eyebrows, but they don't take away from it too much, and the inside of his ears are not flocked either. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm glad I got this for my collection. I'm just, again, and it's cool to have one with the new sticker, or the newer to me sticker. But I'm not a sticker collector, and yeah, I feel a little bit bad about that. I have a conscience, I can't help it. But anyway, the one that I am very, very, very proud to have now is the Pride Batman. Yes. So I ordered this one from Shumi. Shumi ships their pops and Shumi protectors. Pretty good quality protectors. They're pretty thick for a soft protector, so pretty damn good quality here. So on the back of the box, it says our Funko Pride Pop, our Funko Pride Pop collection is a celebratory. Y'all know, if anyone's new here, I have trouble with reading, and it's even worse when I do it out loud. If I read silently, I'm pretty good, but reading out loud, it's horrible. So I read like a little kid. Our Funko Pride Pop collection is a celebration of inclusivity and acceptance. Funko fully supports the LGBTQ plus community and rejects intolerance and discrimination. At Funko, fun is for everyone. A donation has been made to the It's Get Better Project, an organization that uplifts, empowers, and connects LGBTQ plus youth around the globe in coordination with this program. Okay. The plus is important. There are people who identify as asexual. There are people who identify as intersexual. There are people who identify as pansexual. And there are people who identify as non-binary or gender fluid or whatever. There are so many different labels out there. Are the labels necessary? No. Do the labels make everyone feel comfortable? No. The people who have the labels feel comfortable? No. But to some people, it's an anchor. To some people, it's a godsend. And it's important to have that plus on there. So thank you, Funko, for just putting the little bit more, font on there to include that plus symbol. Because that is important to a lot of different people. There are places you'll go to, a lot of places will have LGBT safe zone. They don't have the plus symbol. Some people don't even have the T on the end. Or places don't have the T on the end. So it honestly makes me even more happy to be a Funko collector, to have this in my collection, and to have the company do this, to make these pops. And I hope they continue it. I hope we get a new batch next year, because this is cool. I did not get the SpongeBob and the Hello Kitty. I kind of wanted to, just for the symbol here, but I just stuck with Batman for now, because, it's DC. But let me go ahead and get this out. Now, the It's Get Better project, I'm going to leave a link to that in the description box below for you guys to go check out if you want to. If you have someone in your life who is younger and identifies as part of the LGBTQ plus community, it's good to get educated. It really is. It's good to accept them. It's good to, let them know that they're still loved and cared for. But it's also good to educate yourself just a little bit more on the subject. And speaking as someone, it really doesn't matter how old you are. This program concentrates on youth, and it's especially needed for the youth. I'm not saying that. But when you're gay or bisexual or whatever, and you're in the closet, it doesn't matter how many ratios you look at, it doesn't matter how many articles you read, you feel alone. You feel alone. A lot of LGBTQ youth LGBTQ plus youth suffer from depression. A lot of them have suicidal thoughts, including me at one time. So I had suicidal thoughts for multiple reasons. But I don't anymore, because I accept who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm no longer in the same mental spot that I was back then. If I had known about this company, this foundation, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, it would have been like a shine through the heavens, almost. There were kids at my school who were gay. The ones who I was close to, we were all in the closet. In fact, 2 of my best friends, we've known each other since we were in 1st grade. Well, they're siblings. They've known each other all their lives. But I've known them since 1st grade. They both came out probably a year or so after I did. But none of us knew it. We weren't out. We were all in the closet, so we couldn't support each other the way that we wanted to, the way that we do now. And who knows, at that time, some of us probably would have denied it. And probably would, I live in the Bible Belt, I'm in Arkansas. So who knows what would have happened. I believe everything happens for a reason, and when it happens for a reason, so I'm not regretting anything that happened. But I do wonder sometimes what would have been like as a kid to have that acceptance back then handed to me. I had people in my life who completely disregarded gay people, didn't even like to talk about it, didn't even like to say the word gay. And then I had some people who would educate me on it. They didn't know I was gay at the time, but they would educate me in a non-discriminatory, non-bigoted way. So I had both sides of the coin, the former more than the latter, unfortunately. Something like this, it's a stupid piece of plastic, but it represents a lot. So here is the Batman Pride pop, and it's beautiful. I do kind of wish that they did different flags rather than just the rainbow, but this is a damn good start, for sure. Again, I hope they continue this line and make more for next June. I think it's appropriate that they release them in June. I'm going to try and get this video out before June is over. It's like the 23rd now, so I'm going to have to work on it. But this is really cool. This is really freaking cool. I love it. It's something, again, it just represents a part of my life that I'm no longer afraid to say. And it's awesome. People are buying this whether they're part of the LGBTQ community or not, and honestly, that honestly makes me happy. It does. And just so people know, it's okay not to be educated about what the different letters stand for and the abbreviation. It's okay to understand, not understand what people go through. And it's okay to ask to be educated for it. Okay? I've had people, in fact, someone recently asked me what the Q meant. They didn't know. And some people I know are afraid to ask questions like that because they're afraid of not knowing and they're afraid of offending. As long as you ask with an open mind and an open heart, and it doesn't matter whether it's me or somebody else, a lot of people in the LGBTQ community will be more than happy to explain it to you. So don't feel bad about being uneducated, but don't feel too shy to ask for explanation and to be educated on it. I had a couple friends actually message me on the day that the Supreme Court ruling came out, because they didn't know that gays weren't protected. I'm in Arkansas. I'm in the Bible Belt. There are a lot of establishments here that if I were to apply for a job last month and they knew I was gay, they could have said, no, you're gay, you're not allowed to work here. And it would have been perfectly within the law for them to do that. The original Anti-Discrimination Act in a workforce protects against age, religion, sex, race, ethnicity, all that stuff, but they did not protect against sexual identity or gender identity until now. There's a hell of a lot of shit going on in the world right now. But it's a big step forward. Okay, before I start crying completely, let me wrap this video up. So, I still feel kind of bad about ordering this through the Funko rather than box lunch, but I am going to make a donation to make up for it. In fact, I'll leave the links for both Feeding America and the It Gets Better project in the description box below, in case you guys are interested in checking out either of those foundations. I have donated to both in the past, so they're both organizations that I personally support, and they help out a lot of people, especially now in this time. So let me know what you guys think about this. I know a lot of people have been interested in the Pride Pops. I might go ahead and get the SpongeBob and the Hello Kitty somewhere down the line, but right now I'm just gonna get the Batman one from my collection. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys have this, or if you have one, if you're in America, and if you have one of those stickers, because again, this is my first one, but I want to say the one I'm getting from Pulp Culture has that sticker on it too, the Australian one. I don't know, but maybe. But anyway, not a sticker collector, but it is kind of cool to have. But very happy about this. Kind of happy about this. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think, and thank you all so much for watching and supporting, and like always, it's a community, not a competition. I'll see y'all later. Bye.